You know, superheroes aren't all. Yes, they have amazing powers, but that doesn't mean that they don't have weaknesses. Superman's weakness is that green rock called kryptonite. Green Lantern's weakness is the color yellow, apparently. And Spider-Man's weakness, my absolute goat, his weakness are the hands, man, the mummies. Yo, this weakness is especially strong in Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is the only one who can only lock in if the mummies are watching. I swear, if a hole is not in peril, this dude will never lock in. Why is he always trying to be Captain Save-A-Hole in his movies? Well, that question is what we're going to talk about today. So please like, subscribe, and please make it to the end of the video. And yeah, without further ado.
Without further ado, or do a further, let's get straight into this.
From street-level threats to multiversal perils, the silk-spinning sentinel will fight until his last breath. The king of queens, the web-slinging warrior, the slayer of the six, Spider-Man. Armed with genius.
In all of Tobey Maguire's movies, Peter Parker absolutely refuses to lock in until a female is in danger. Let's look at his fight with Green Goblin. Notice how when Mary Jane wasn't in danger, this nigga did not give a fuck. Mara, can't even blame him. Kristen Dunst, man. I know you see her, man. Boy, she is so moy. Like, I swear, I don't even blame Peter. Man, I don't care if she a hoe, a thought, or a sperm. In the comics, I can save her. But Green Goblin was really onto something when he said, first, you attack his heart. Every other villain heard that and said, that's a great idea. Because notice, Peter doesn't take his fight seriously unless MJ or another female is in danger. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. He's running away, but when MJ is in danger, unhand her, good sir. When MJ is in need of saving, he is right there. Like, peep this absolutely necessary backflip. Yeah, that's gonna get all the hugs. More proof is when Peter is fighting Green Goblin in a burning building. And he just leaves after giving him straight belt to ass. No Han was in need of saving. That's why bro just left. We can skip to the end of the movie where Peter is about to fight Green Goblin. Norman kidnaps Mary Jane, and after booming on May, Green Goblin knew that booming on May wasn't enough. The only way to get Peter Parker out of his house was to kidnap his girl. Now, look at this scene. This scene just further proves my point, because look, Green Goblin is holding Mary Jane and the box full of kids hostage. He drops them, and I want you to guess who he's gonna save. Exactly. He goes to save Mary Jane first. The hoes first, kids later, man. This nigga say them kids. He saves his girl first, and I know he saved the kids, but you know who he cared about more. We can even skip to the final fight when Peter's getting his ass kicked. Bro is doing everything to keep this nigga at bay. He's pulling out every trick in his bag. He's even webbing up. He was even trying to stop him with a web cage. I don't know what that was. All I remember that sounded like wires. But it's starting to look like it's shy for this dude. And you know what it takes to make him lock in?
Had you not been so selfish, your little girlfriend's death would have been quick and painless. But now that you've really pissed me off, I'm gonna finish her nice and slow.
All it took was Green Goblin threatening MJ. That was all it took for him to lock in. Bro was really getting the piss beat out of him until Green Goblin mentioned his girl. That was all it took for Peter to lock in, and bro was really beating the piss out of Norman after that. Like, Norman really dropping a whole wall on Norman was insane, and just kept smoking him like a pack of Remington Gold Switch. Like, yeah, let's go. And Norman copping the plea. Now, I don't want to just end this here, because then there's a lot more we can talk about. Like, we can take it to Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is considered to be one of the greatest Spider-Man movies ever, with the sole exception of brand new day. But this movie is the best for good reasons. But we aren't here for all of that, maybe in another video. But to show that Peter really cannot function if a hoe is not in peril. The same night that Peter finds out that Mary Jane has a new nigga, do you know what happens? Yeah, he starts losing his powers. And I bet you're gonna say, but Iron Man, he lost his powers because of psychological burnout and stress. Man, shut up. And usually I would agree, but tell me why in the exact moment where he's about to bag Mary Jane, the exact moment where Mary Jane is about to kiss this nigga, his powers come back. You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? The moment MJ was in danger, his powers came back, and all of a sudden his powers work. The moment Mary Jane was in danger, his powers all of a sudden came back. You don't find that suspicious? Hey, you need more proof? I got you. Let's get into Spider-Man 3. The very first scene with Gwen Stacy in danger, Peter is on site, ready to save her. Bro is hitting theatrics that he has never hit in his life just to order farm for Gwen Stacy. I mean, why do you think she gave him a kiss on the way at the parade? He knew what he was doing.
With great power comes great big booty bitches.
But hold up. It appears that I have been snow bunnied because I know you see Gwen right here though. Woo! I don't know what they were doing in that booth, man. I don't know who was casting these characters, but damn, that nigga went in his bag because she's so moist. She's so moist, gang. I swear, every scene with Gwen in this movie is a sight to behold. Even though Peter did her dirty, apparently. I mean, even though I saw this scene as him flexing his new bail MJ. But anyway, before we continue, we gotta talk about Rizzler Parker, yeah! Because that black suit had him pulling every shorty in this movie. Like, this nigga just had all the mommies. We had shorty across the corridor, Gwen Stacy, Betty Brant. Damn! And honestly, in my personal opinion, forget all the other Hans, cause Betty Brant, she's all I need, no Lloyd.
Yes! Ganam!
He had motion with that black suit, and you know what Uncle Ben said, right? With great motion comes even greater hoes. But we're getting off topic. Let's get back to the video. Let's talk about Harry. Let's talk about Harry. You know, MJ was feeling lonely, so she goes to Harry. She goes to hang out with Harry, and they having fun. And she dead-ass kisses Harry. Man, and I just hate this scene, man. Peter just got hit with a nasty stain again. And MJ just went to go cheat. And not just with anyone. You saw all the people she had in her contact list. Nah, she picked her bet. She picked Peter's day one homeboy.
What?
We're flying to Philadelphia!
Oh, hell no!
That's
Oh, hell no!
Homeboy. She picked his best friend. And I know that kiss was straight toxic because why? Tell me why that kiss brought back Bro's PTSD. The moment she kissed him, when she left, the moment she kissed him, when she left, all of his memories came back. Yeah, that shit was toxic. Harry gets his memories back and goes to threaten MJ. Now this nigga Harry is probably the pettiest nigga I've ever seen. Harry, the moment this nigga gets his memories back, this nigga decides, you know what? I'ma spin back on this nigga. Because tell me why. He goes straight to Mary Jane, tells her, threatens her, in fact, not tells her, threatens her to break up with Peter. Or something bad is gonna happen. And I'm just trying to figure out what's this nigga gonna do. Did he not forget how he got packed up? Literally in his first scene as Green Goblin, did he forget how he got packed up? I don't know why this nigga acting like he's gonna do something. And so just threatens her to break up with him. And I'm telling you, this part was not even revenge for his dad. It was generally about that time he caught Pete and MJ holding hands in the hospital. Like, damn, it wasn't that bad. So being the petty nigga that he is, he links up with Peter, and while Peter is just opening about how MJ is leaving his bum ass, and this nigga flat out tells him, yeah, I skipped your mommy, boy. Yeah, I'm shining his dinner, boy. Bro's talking about the taste of that lamb, boy. Yo, really explain that dinner to a greater extent. Had my boy Peter quad, and he ain't let that shit slide. Because my boy had to spin back that same night. So was sitting in his room looking around, and that nigga decided, you know what? I ain't gonna let that shit slide. Peter pulls out that same knife, trying to get it back in blood. And now, oh, I don't know why this is so funny, but how is this nigga Harry getting packed up in his own house? I swear we need to put this nigga on fraud watch, because why is Spider-Man beating the tomato sauce out of him? Bro, Harry is getting packed up in his own crib. I swear, someone put fraud Osborn on a t-shirt.
This nigga is trash.
This scene was proof that Harry just ain't proof like that. And so after Harry packs up Fraud Osborn, some black suit Spider-Man plot happens. He raises up the HUD and let's skip to the bar scene with Mary Jane. Peter Parker walks into the bar where Mary Jane works with Gwen, and I want y'all to take your notes out and peep how Peter is moving in this scene.
Find us some shade. Thanks, Hot Max.
Great 10-10 performance. But after all that plot, we get the scene where Peter does the unthinkable. He pimp slaps the hoe. And in this scene, Peter's whole senses start tingling, and he realizes that he is no longer the whole savior. He is losing control, and he is getting out of hand. He takes off the suit at the church and goes on about his day while the symbiote is going down Eddie's throat. Pause! So now that we're getting to the final scene, Eddie Brock has now got the Venom symbiote, and he wants to spin back on Peter for all the shit that he did to him. And what did we say earlier?
Power comes great big booty bitches.
First, you have to attack his heart. And where and who does Eddie Brock go to kidnap first? You guessed it, Mary Jane. Because they knew if Mary Jane was nowhere near that construction site, Peter Parker was not pulling up. And the reason why this scene is the last nail in the coffin, because look at this. The news is talking about some Venom and Sandman were literally slamming on people at this construction site, literally calling Peter out for the smoke. And notice how they just had to kidnap Mary Jane in every Spider-Man movie, in all three of them. Notice how Mary Jane is the one factor that is consistent with them. Mary Jane being kidnapped is the consistent factor. It is the common variable amongst them all. If Mary Jane was not in danger, any sort of danger, Peter Parker would have not locked in or even pulled up for that fight. If a hoe is not in danger, Peter is not there to save you. He does not give a frick. And you know what's funny? Notice how Peter has to take his original suit out from a chest, from this briefcase, to show that ever since he took off that black suit, he hasn't saved a single life. I am telling you, he did not care. Whether you were in danger, it was not his problem. He did not care. He was not out there pulling up for you. He didn't save anyone. And I'm telling you, it has been a minute since he had to save someone. Because tell me why he had to unlock that shit first. I'm telling you, he didn't save anyone. But I'm not gonna lie, the scene of him taking out the suit from the briefcase, I swear this was absolute cinema. Even the music playing in the background, because I swear, yo, that Spider-Man theme hit, and I'm not gonna lie, I felt that meant something to me. And he's the greatest pull-up I've ever seen in a Spider-Man movie to date, and goes to save his whole yet. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about. I had a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of fun recording this video. Shout out to Zephyr's video. Like, I watched the video by Zephyr about how superheroes cannot handle a lot, and I'm not gonna lie, that was a big motivator in me making this video, so shout out to that. And yeah, you should definitely check out his channel. But hey, before you leave, don't forget to like, subscribe, and press your notifications or whatever. I don't know, I just need the views, gang. I just need the views. But yeah, I just want to thank you if you made it this far into the video. My goal is to hit 100, almost at 100,000, yay. My goal is to hit 1,000 subs by December, so please subscribe. It's really gonna help the channel, and yeah, I'ma catch y'all in the next one.
I can hear that smile in your face. when I play your line. You caught me out, I said it weren't me, I blamed the guys. I gotta run up the back before I can get my thoughts. Going in deep, back to back like me, he just want more.